Hey team, Coach Alexa here. So I'm talking to you in person in front of a camera again for the first time in a couple of weeks, because my last two videos have been more sort of screen share videos showing you some fabulous, hopefully enjoyable and interesting diagrams of the anatomy of our feet and ankles, and then how that will attach us up into our calves and shins as well. So I did this as a bit of a sort of wrap up of the little mini series of videos that I've done on feet, how amazing they are and how different they are, because we're two-legged animals, we're bipedal. And we're a bit more tippy over, so I certainly fall over a lot more often than, say, my dog does. She has four-wheel drive and a much more stable, natural body position with a point of contact pretty much at each corner. We're a little bit more likely to fall over. And one of the areas of our body that's really kind of adapted because of the fact that we're kind of upright creatures on two legs is the feet, ankles and calves. There are a lot of muscles, tendons and ligaments that you've seen in those two videos, whose purposes, there are a couple of bigger muscles whose purposes are to propel us forwards, but the majority of the complexity comes from all of the different muscles, ligaments and tendons whose job it is to keep us upright and keep us balanced. So they're constantly doing small little adjustments as we walk or run and stand. So if you just stand on one leg, you'll notice, that the feet are moving and adjusting, and maybe even if you're doing it in bare feet, you might see the tendons move out the top of your feet like you can see on the backs of your hands. So they're constantly working away for us, doing a magnificent job. They're amazingly complicated and a fantastic kind of system to keep us upright and keep us moving. One of the other reasons that I wanted to show you those videos, though, or show you that anatomy through those videos, is about kind of asking around injuries. So I see it a lot in sort of running related Facebook groups that I'm part of, or, just kind of, online sort of chat threads and bits and pieces saying, oh, I've got some shin pain, what should I do? But actually, if you looked at the last video that I did on the lower leg, I talked a little bit about the shin. There's ligaments that you didn't even see on those videos because there's so many layers deep. There's so many more layers of complexity I could have potentially showed you that attach the shin bone to the fibula, the other bone that's providing that stability. We've got two bones in our lower leg, like we have two bones in our lower arms. There's the bone structures, there's the ligaments, there's the tendons, there's the muscles just around the shin. So, shin pain could be an issue with any of those different tissue types or multiples of them. If you've got pain underneath your foot and you're a runner, like in the arch of your foot, that may well be plantar fasciitis because the plantar fascia is there. But again, as we saw in that diagram, just the anatomy diagram of the sole of your foot, there is also a whole lot of other stuff that is attaching or operating in that bottom area of your feet. So the bones themselves of your feet and the arch, loads of ligaments going in a whole myriad of different directions to attach them all together. Tendons running just within the foot, but also tendons that attach in the arch that actually attach to muscles that are in your calves and run all the way up to the back of your knee. So this is why I always say, if you've got any sort of niggles or injuries, go to see a physio, a sports specialist physio if possible, or a doctor, somebody who understands their anatomy, because it could be an issue with any of those things. And it even, a pain in your arch could be related to something that's going on in your knee, because it's literally physically attached by tendons and muscles right up into the back of the knee joint. So well-meaning advice by people that don't have anatomy training on the internet can sometimes do more harm than good. Anyway, let me know if you found that interesting, if you like finding out a little bit about your anatomy and maybe what it does and how it works when you're walking and running. I can do other videos on other different parts of our bodies. It would be might interesting to go up the thighs and into the hips and the pelvis, another area that provides us with quite a lot of our stability. So let me know what you're interested in hearing about.